Tyson's the GOAT.
Cus D'Amato didn't die, and he stayed whatever hypnosis he had on him. And when Mike Tyson was storming the gates in a towel and no sock, that Mike Tyson is never getting beat by anybody. I was at the Bitcoin conference last year in Abu Dhabi.
Jeez, and you world travel over here, man.
Yeah, I go all over the world.
Where haven't you been, bro?
I haven't been to Colombia.
The food is good.
I'm standing in the middle of like the conference, and AB comes walking through, and I'm like, yo, AB, and he sees me, and he's like, he stops everybody where they're walking. He's like, yo, hold on, and he comes and walks over and daps me up like we know each other.
Yo.
And I was like, yo, let me get cracker of the day, and he was like, my guy.
Wait, did he think you were somebody else?
No, Michael Jordan doesn't call himself the GOAT ever. Everybody calls him the GOAT. Remember the Last Dance where he was like, I knew if I just put a hand on him, and Michael Jordan's laughing. He's like,
make him tired.
He's like, I had no problem with Gary Payton. That was amazing. The Last Dance was amazing too.
That's best.
But I forever Jordan. And I like LeBron's career. I think LeBron is obviously generationally the best for this generation. But I can't give him the GOAT.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Harry Obama J, here at the Final Score on the Social Path Network. Got a special guest today for you guys. Fox Sports' own Mr. Dickie Braggs.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Thanks for having me. I apprate it.
Hey, man.
I gotta make it politically correct.
Okay.
Fox Sports Radio contributor.
Hey.
Because we don't want Daddy at Fox to get mad at saying I'm bigger than I am.
I mean, you are. You're the next best thing, right?
Yeah,
so
we're
gonna say all that because when you grow, we grow. Right?
Yeah, I like it. I want everybody to grow.
So tell us real quick. Oh, actually, no. Before I jump in right into it, I'm gonna talk to the fans real quick. Hey guys, like I said, we love your time. As we grow, you grow. So if you can do us a favor, subscribe, tell your friends, your family. We just want to do good so we look good and we can be good. So like and subscribe, guys. So Mr. Dickie Braggs, first and foremost, where does that name Dickie Braggs come from, man? Because I've never heard that type of name before. So
it goes back to like my childhood, right?
Okay.
So like it's close to like my government name.
Okay.
But it's not. And for a very long time, a lot of like my closest friends have called me Dickie Braggs.
Okay.
And like it just kind of stuck. When I got into this like whole like content creation, social media, podcasting, sports radio stuff, I wanted to really like separate like my personal life from my social media persona. And I didn't want those to intertwine because, I got a whole real job.
Whole real life.
And like, if you Google my government name, I don't want my podcast, social media stuff to come up. And it vice versa. So if you Google Dickie Braggs, I don't want my government name to come up and my and all of my like real work stuff, because I have like a really, really big job. So like I try to keep those things separate.
But you know what's gonna happen though, right?
Yeah, I mean it's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
But one of them is gonna make me really rich, and then it's not gonna matter. You know what I mean? Like hopefully, Dickie Braggs takes off, and then it doesn't matter. But
especially here at the Social Path Network, it's gonna happen, bro.
I appreciate it.
So wait, are you telling me that having a nickname or a name aside from your government is like people like us should do that? I mean, it
depends. It depends if you have like a reason to like keep it separate or not. But like for the most part, if you think about actors, like actors don't use their real name. They're not using their government names.
No,
like Brad Pitt's name is not Brad Pitt.
Oh, it's not?
No. I think his first name is William or something like that.
Oh, wow.
But like
news.
They all do it. They all like use different names. So like it's called like a stage name, right? Dickie Braggs is my stage name.
It's funny.
I'm okay with that.
It's funny you just mentioned that because I recently just found out that Denzel's name is not actually Denzel. It's Denzel. Did you know that?
Wait, spelt the same?
Spelt the same.
But they don't say Denzel?
No, he doesn't say Denzel.
Denzel's his stage name?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So maybe you can call me Harry instead of Harry, right?
Listen, whatever makes you happy. I also like, there's a certain amount of like reputational risk that goes with it, having like a pretty corporate job.
Facts.
So like, would hate to like come into a situation where like I do something that like hinders my work life.
Yeah. We're not gonna try to mess up your real life.
No,
right?
We'll be great.
Yeah.
I've done this a few times before, so like, I think we'll be okay.
A seasoned vet. Okay.
I think so. So
wait, tell us, like, walk us through that story. Like, how'd you even get on Fox Sports? Like, what was that journey like?
So shout out the Ryan show, my buddy Ryan.
Okay, shout out to Ryan.
He's been working with Fox Sports Radio for a number of years now. He produces a bunch of shows. He hosts a bunch of shows. He's literally like hosting like radio shows like on like 19 different channels on a weekly basis and producing a bunch more. So basically, you know, I've always liked sports. It's just I never really had a platform to really talk about it. So when I started podcasting, Don't Be Sorry, Be Better, the podcast, like my co-hosts don't like sports. So like we never got to talk about sports.
Oh,
and like
okay.
I have been like since I was a young kid, like sitting in the living room at a Super Bowl party, like arguing stats with grown-ups over like sports. So like I've always like loved sports.
Facts.
Like I'm a big time sport guy. I go to as many games as I can. Like so like it was just kind of they gave me an opportunity and I appreciated it and I took it and ran with it.
That's one thing about sports, man. Like, there's always a trending topic, especially with the old crowd too, like you said, right? Because the old school people, they always think their time was better.
Yeah.
The new school is always not as good as the old school, and that's why we even talk about the GOAT debates, right? Like, who's the GOAT?
It's MJ.
Real quick.
It's MJ. Guys, it's MJ.
Hold on.
It's MJ.
What's your reason for MJ?
Okay, so I'll give you my personal reason and I'll give you the facts.
Because before you go, because my philosophy is this.
Okay.
Two things.
Yeah.
One, his shoes are so damn expensive. So if I'm paying for his shoes, I'm going to call him the GOAT.
Yeah.
And two, back then there wasn't anybody else to like
That's not true.
display.
It's not true.
There wasn't, so like the NBA knew that this guy was, hey, for us to make money, we got to market him this way and live up to the name.
When he came up, he had Magic and Larry.
Okay, they were on their deathbed.
They were in the peak.
Okay, they were on their deathbed.
They weren't in the deathbed yet. They were on their way.
Larry, my man Larry couldn't even walk because he has bad back.
That's fine.
Like, come on, let's be real.
Did he beat him? He beat him in '88, right?
Larry?
Yeah.
He dominated in '88.
Right.
63. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So they weren't at the.
But we're talking about MJ didn't win his first title to what, the 90 season, right?
Yeah, 90, I think. Well, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
All right. So selfishly, the Jordan 1 came out on April 1st, 1985.
Okay, back.
Okay. The other thing that happened on April 1st, 1985
You were born?
is I was born.
Okay.
All right. So Michael Jordan is the GOAT. His shoes, I wear Jordan 1s. I'm not wearing Jordans today. Common projects, whatever.
They're very comfortable, by the way.
They are, but the Jordan 1 is my favorite sneaker.
Okay.
I have a lot of pairs of Jordans. Yeah. So that's my personal reason why he's the GOAT. You want to go into the other stuff, compare him to LeBron. He never lost. I think he's the only player to win Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, and Finals MVP in the same year, right?
He is, but to be honest, I've been hearing things.
9-time first team all defensive.
So I've been hearing things that they padded those stats. Those stats actually are not real. They went back and played the games and they took stats. They go, yo, this guy he didn't block no 5-10 shots.
Well, I don't care.
Exactly.
He's the GOAT.
So look, I'll say this, right? Mike Jordan's my GOAT too, but I can't disagree. I can't say like LeBron James didn't go to 10 finals straight. I can't say LeBron James wasn't a 4-time MVP that nobody else has done since MJ. I can't say LeBron James is still playing at the age of 40 who owns all the points. He can play all positions.
He played a lot more games.
Yeah, because he's durable, right? Availability is just as good as durable, right? Isn't that the terminology?
Yes,
right?
Availability is more important. Is just as important as durable. Yeah.
So tell me. So how many players have gone to 3 teams and won MVPs for each one for the finals? Come on, go ahead. How many players in history has done that?
I don't think anybody.
How many players have 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists, and 30,000 points? Come on,
he played 10,000 games.
See, that's the thing, right? They always have to find something to pull him down.
Michael Jordan doesn't call himself the GOAT ever. Everybody calls him the GOAT.
He does.
LeBron calls himself the GOAT.
So you don't think Michael Jordan ever called himself the GOAT?
Never. I know he knows it in his head. I don't think that he has ever said he's the greatest of all time.
So when he gets interviewed, he says, "Oh, I can't call myself the GOAT. I ain't play against Kareem."
No, I think he did play against Kareem at the end.
All-Star game.
I think he gives us a typical Michael Jordan smirk. And goes, ask them. You know what I mean? I think that's the response. I think it's like the arrogant answer of like, I don't have to say it. Everybody else says it.
Okay, so why is it that we gloss over the fact that he lost to the Detroit Pistons in the playoffs? He was getting spanked by Isaiah and the boys. He lost when he came back winning 4-5 and he changed back to 2-3. He lost to the Orlando Magic. Why is that we gloss over that? Like that never happened.
That wasn't in the finals.
Okay, so it still wasn't the playoffs though.
So?
See, this is the thing, right? It's like this. we're so fascinated that he never lost in the finals, but yet he was losing all. He played from 84 to 98.
I think the best way. So like, you know how losses in boxing are way more important than losses in the UFC.
I agree. Okay.
MJ's 6-0. That's it. That's it. Losses in the finals are more important than anything.
See, this is my thing about this debate, right? I feel like when I talk to kids who never saw Michael Jordan play and they say, oh, Michael Jordan's the GOAT, I'm like, how is that possible that you're calling him the GOAT? It's because the influence of the older generation, which is us, the influence is so great that he will always be the GOAT no matter what LeBron does. LeBron can win 3 more championships, and then you know what they're going to talk about? Oh, he lost, he's not undefeated, or who did he play with?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, Michael Jordan played with nothing but Hall of Famers. Michael Jordan, in the back end of his career, played with, I believe, 4 Hall of Famers, possibly 5.
LeBron's got to have at least 6 or more. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh should probably be a Hall of Famer. Kevin Love is probably going to be a Hall of Famer. Who else is he? He's played with everybody. So Anthony Davis, Chris Paul. I mean,
he ain't played with Chris Paul.
Isn't he? Oh no, he was supposed to. He was supposed to.
Well, Chris Paul was supposed to be a Laker.
All right, so then he played with Gary Payton. He played with not Gary Payton. But he's played with a lot of. No,
I get it. No team in the finals have ever gone to the finals without legitimate players. No team.
Right.
Maybe Toronto.
Kawhi.
Kawhi won. I don't know how they won.
OG.
Okay.
Pascal Siakam.
What?
Come on.
Those are not Hall of Famers though.
They're not. I mean, not yet. They're young still.
LeBron took Eric Snow to the finals. LeBron took Zydrunas Ilgauskas, I can't even say his name properly, to the finals.
Yeah, because she had shooters.
Bro, come on.
Williams.
What Hall of Famer coach did LeBron have?
Hall of Famer coach?
Coach, yeah.
Spoelstra?
Spoelstra is a Hall of Famer?
He's going to be.
Spoelstra is a Hall of Famer?
He's going to be.
Jesus Christ.
You don't think so? It's been to how many finals?
I remember distinctly Dwayne Wade. He's not my guy. Remember that? He's not my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think Spoelstra ended up being a Hall of Famer. His winning percentage is really good. I mean,
I'll be honest.
Jimmy Butler Miami team.
They go to the finals in the COVID years, right?
Yeah.
And they lost to LeBron, right?
Yeah.
So it's all good.
I think Spoelstra ended up being a Hall of Famer.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, people don't give LeBron the credit, man. The worst thing that LeBron did was
him and I are the same age. I was getting 2 points a game in high school basketball when he was getting 50. You know, we're basically the same guy.
So you're proving my point. Yeah. What other player came directly from high school?
He's a grown man.
Yeah, but
he was 18,
though.
but he had the body of a 35-year-old.
I don't remember Amari Stoudemire making any championships. I don't remember T-Mac getting any championships at the height of their
Amari
career.
got hurt. That he had that Knicks team on his back before the Carmelo trade.
T-Mac? What about T-Mac?
T-Mac, I don't like
Tyson Chandler.
Not a T-Mac guy.
I know I said Tyson Chandler with LeBron's name. But what I'm trying to convey is there's never been a player with this ceiling that he had to live up to, that he surpassed everything. Nobody's gonna give this guy the credit that he deserves.
Well,
until he's done playing, you look back and go, damn.
And listen, he's the greatest player of his generation. And I think that's a valid argument when you watch like All the Smoke and stuff, when they tell you like the generational GOATs, you know, like Will Chamberlain. Do you know Will Chamberlain's
he played with plumbers and people who were 5'3".
But he slept with 10,000 women.
Supposedly.
And he quote, one of his famous quotes is, he's the reason there's so many 7-footers in the world. All these illegitimate kids.
You know what? There's a truth to that.
I mean, there's got to be some.
I'll be honest.
There's got to be some.
I look at Anthony Edwards. I'm like, yo, Anthony Edwards, why you look like Michael Jordan so much?
Well, they heard that rumor. I heard that rumor.
And he plays like him too, actually.
He does play like him. He does play. I like Ant. I like Ant's game a lot.
So, you know, before we actually linked up, man, I remember my producer was telling me that, you know, hey, Dickie Braggs, he's a Cowboy fan. I'm like, oh man, you know, like how is this gonna work out, man? Did you watch the Netflix special? What did you think about it? What did you think?
It was amazing. It was amazing.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm a Giants fan.
I think it made a lot of people that weren't Cowboy fans, fans of like that era team.
I'm a fan of Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
I'm actually like I'm subconsciously, even though I can't stand the Cowboys, even though I hate the Eagles more than Cowboys, but I kind of want to see Jerry Jones at least do something. If my guys can't do it, I want Jerry Jones to win it.
Yeah, the thing about Jerry Jones is now it's like it's keeping the machine oiled, right? So like they say that they're committed to winning, but I really don't think that they are. I think it's like selling the tickets and like maximizing. I think they're like the team just valued at like $12 billion.
13 to be exact.
Yeah. And he bought the team for like 150 million or something like that. Yeah. Which is crazy. In the documentary, he's like, I was down negative $50 million. The next day I hit oil. I was up 180 million.
Sick.
It's like,
and he put everything. Yeah, he put everything into it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie too. Like, he hired Jimmy Johnson. He knows, like,
see, I think they left at least 2 Super Bowls on the table by them, their egos getting the best of that situation.
Seriously,
I think if they kept, they probably win the NFC Championship game against the 49ers when the 49ers ended up beating the Chargers in the Super Bowl. Then the next, they probably win the next one. Yeah, but Barry, after Barry Switzer, they had a chance.
Yeah, but Michael Irvin was doing so much drugs.
Hey,
I don't know.
Did you see the 30 for 30 about the U? That's my favorite 30 for 30 of all time.
That is my favorite too. Actually.
They were,
and let me get some. That was good.
And I think that that documentary, the Cowboys documentary, was on par with like the stories, like how crazy it was. Yeah, but the reason why he was partying so much is because he was getting away with it because Jimmy Johnson was gone. If Jimmy Johnson was there, he's riding those guys.
Facts.
If Eric Williams doesn't get into that car accident, they probably win another Super Bowl. He was the best. He was the best tackle in football.
No, you're right.
Dominating.
I agree with that.
They had a lot of like misfortune off the field that probably wouldn't happen if Jimmy Johnson is around.
And to be honest, I feel like,
and that's not me being a biased Cowboy fan. It absolutely is me being a biased Cowboy fan. I'm just saying, you look at that team, but then there's also things that happen. The salary cap came into play, salary tax, all the stuff that was going on that like changed the way you could like go out and get free agents. Jerry Jones is doing under the table deals with Deion Sanders to get him in there, giving him basically the Steve Ballmer deal to Kawhi.
It's still happening today, though.
Yeah, of course. Look at the Ballmer Kawhi deal,
which I think is going to land Kawhi in the Lakers jersey.
I don't know what's going to happen.
It's possible because he's not going nowhere. He doesn't want to leave LA. I think it's possible. He just doesn't want to play with LeBron. They say
he might have to give that money back though.
I don't know. Sick.
Yeah,
but are you satisfied with the Cowboys?
No. They
just beat the Giants. What do you mean, though?
Satisfied that they gave up almost 40 points to the Giants, to Russell Wilson. So they made Russell Wilson look like Seattle Russell Wilson.
You see him? He went back in time, start throwing bombs, 450 yards.
Crazy. Yeah, 40. They at least they have the best kicker in the NFL because otherwise they don't win that game.
So is Jerry Jones to blame for that, or is it the coach to blame for that? About how bad the defense is.
So they lost to
the Eagles.
No. 2 years ago, they lost Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
They were top 10 in the league in defense. Last year, they were 29th in the league in defense. They bring in Eberflus this year, defensive coordinator, where he was back in the day.
Yeah.
Right? Not very good. They haven't played any man coverage at all this whole year. They're the only team in the NFL to play zero man coverage.
There's no pass rush, so how can they?
There is pass rush.
There is no pass rush.
Stop.
Bro, I watched that Eagles game.
There's pass rush.
It was like a big hole.
They had 14. Oh, they couldn't contain Jalen Hurts. They could have won that game.
The game plan is simple as the Eagles. It's Saquon Barkley.
Listen to me. CeeDee Lamb doesn't drop the ball. They win that game. Hands down. They would have won the game.
They would be in the game.
No, they were in the game. They lost by 4 points.
You still have to score a touchdown.
He dropped 4 very big passes. At the end of the game, he dropped a pass. It was over his shoulder. He's walking in the end zone.
No. There were two players right there, right with him.
Jake Ferguson dropped a pass in the end zone. Then it gets picked. Then Miles Sanders fumbles the ball.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I'm just saying. Listen, you want to bring out the facts of the game. They could have won that game. They lost the game. The Eagles didn't beat them.
I don't know, man.
CeeDee Lamb dropped 7 passes last year. He dropped 4 in the first game of the season.
So if they had, let's just do hypotheticals, right?
Yeah.
So if they still had Micah Parsons, are they going to be the favorites?
No.
So that means you don't think they're going to actually go far this year at all?
I don't know. I think they're going to be competitive in the division, but they have done a better job at stopping the run, but now they're doing a worse job at stopping the pass. Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs both had historic interception seasons back to back, but both are coming off injury. Deron Bland is injured now, didn't play against the Giants. Now they're saying the rookie guy is going to be playing. So these are like big things. I don't like their linebackers at all. Their linebackers seem slow. The Sanborn guy seems really slow. But like they're stopping the run for the most part. The Giants didn't really have a lot of running success against them, but also it wasn't Saquon and Jalen Hurts. So like they kept them to 158 yards. I think that's pretty indicative. I think Micah Parsons disappears. I watch him. He doesn't. There are so many games where he's
last year when he wasn't motivated. Now he's motivated.
2 years ago in the playoffs, it's a crucial third down. He's on the sideline.
Well, whose fault's that?
His.
Why?
He's taking a breather.
No.
I'm telling you.
You know why he's taking a breather? Because there's nobody else.
He doesn't have that dog in him.
Because there's nobody else.
No, they got it.
That's why.
They have it.
I don't know.
I like Sam Williams. I like James Houston. I like a lot of those pass rushers that are on that team. Collaboratively, I think they get pressure, but like I just don't. Yeah, he's had a good couple of years, but he disappears way too much. Okay,
so then overall, you're satisfied with at least Dak Prescott then, right?
I like Dak. Dak's great.
Okay.
Dak's great in the regular season. He's like Tony Romo 2.0.
2.0. I love Tony Romo.
Tony Romo's my guy. That's my quarterback, man. That's my quarterback.
You know who else loves Tony Romo?
Who?
Seattle.
Well, that's it. That's another hypothetical. What if he doesn't make himself hold?
He was like 2 yards short. Of making history.
He wasn't holding the ball all year and decides to hold the ball on that field goal. Why? Let somebody else hold the ball. You don't need to hold the ball.
I mean,
they make that field goal, they win that game, they probably go to the Super Bowl. Whatever.
I feel like the Cowboys have we call it juju where I'm from on them. You know what I'm saying? Like they have that curse that
there's something, but it's always like what Stephen A. Smith always says it, what can go wrong will go wrong. If you just give them time, they're going to mess it up. And it's been true. It's been true for years.
So if you're the GM, if you're not Jerry Jones. If you're Jerry Jones, because you can't, think about this, right? Jerry Jones.
My hands don't cramp when I'm writing checks.
But look, check this out. If he steps down, you already know his son's taking over. There's no.
Well, yeah, the family's going to own it forever. That's the whole point.
But let's say you were the GM.
Yeah.
What would be the biggest change that you would put in place to get them to over the top?
Well,
what's your solution to your team?
I really need to understand why they hired Brian Schottenheimer, right? Is this a stopgap thing? Or is he really just interested in hiring guys that are just going to bend to his will, right?
Yep.
So if that's the case, then there's nothing that they do that's going to fix that. Because
he wants to hire a no name or a guy who has a name but is not effective because he wants to say, hey, I got those players. This is my team. I hired that coach. Jimmy who?
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, that was the big ego fight, right? They couldn't. Who was who was the architect behind the team?
Yeah.
Instead of like collaborative, being like we both did it, they're like, no, I did it. Stupid. Ego destroys a lot of things. Throughout history, ego has been a killer of a lot of things.
No, facts.
So yeah, I don't know how you fix that team. I know they rebuilt their offensive line, which whenever historically they've had a good offensive line, they've always done well.
Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams has looked good. He's looked good. I didn't see that last year.
He was a Denver. He was on Denver,
right? But it wasn't good. He looks good. Javonte Williams looks good.
I feel like Sean Payton doesn't know what he's doing over there. He thinks.
I mean, they went to the playoffs.
Did they?
Yeah, Bo Nix.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, wow. Forget about that.
I mean, I don't think he liked Russell Wilson.
It was blatantly clear.
And they were paying him an ungodly amount of money.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do simple things. So they would. And then I think he likes Bo Nix.
And the Giants were like, yo, we like that. Let's bring him over. Like,
well, I mean, he had a
one game. Come on. One game. So on my Giants, right?
Yeah.
I feel Odell Beckham should give this brother a chance. Like, we need buzz. Bring him back to New York. Let him finish out his career.
He's got nothing left.
He's still available.
Yeah, but he's got nothing left.
Bro, 2 or 3 years ago, he could have been the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but how many ACLs has he torn?
He could have been the MVP of the Rams Super Bowl. And that was like 2-3 years ago. Right? 2-3 years ago.
I mean, he had a couple of
he scored the first touchdown.
Yes.
He put them in the game.
He played well. But the thing is, then he tore his ACL again.
Yeah.
And I think he has 3 ACL tears.
He has 3 lives left. I know. I get it.
He's got no legs left. You got to be able to run. He's not, you just, it's your screensaver is the catch.
Yes.
The catch over the Cowboys.
He changed the NFL, bro.
Yeah. Listen, when he was at his best, he was a beast. I just think, those guys' leg injuries are the killer.
I feel like they don't give this. I feel like the NFL or the media, I should say, ruined his career because at his heyday,
I blame the Kardashians.
Oh, he did one of the Kardashians?
Yeah,
was it Kim? Was it Kim?
It's probably.
God, the Kim effect, man. If Kim came to you, would you say yes to?
No, come on.
Yeah, exactly, right. I know.
Maybe.
Why not, right? But do you think Odell's a Hall of Famer in your eyes?
No. Hall of Fame, listen, everybody's getting in the Hall of Fame now. That used to mean something. It used to be hard to get in the Hall of Fame. Not everybody deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
You don't think Odell belongs in the Hall of Fame?
No. His stats aren't that good.
Bro, his first year.
Is he top 10 in any category?
Best celebrations of all time.
Ocho's got that.
No, he doesn't.
And the guy from the Saints, what's the other guy? Joe Horn?
Oh, with the pen marker?
Yeah. So he's got better celebrations than him.
On.
Terrell Owens with the popcorn?
Oh, okay.
Terrell Owens on the star? Come on.
Okay, Terrell Owens definitely, nobody does it better
Ocho
than Odell,
with the cell phone? Come on.
I mean, see the thing
That's
about
when he was Chad Johnson.
See the thing about Odell, he scored often. And he had it.
He had it for a short period of time, but like most great athletes that you wonder what their career could have been, injuries derailed it. Unfortunately.
So is he number one of if he had stayed healthy?
Would you have liked to see what could have happened? Yeah, I think so. I think that he was on a trajectory that, that a lot of players, but now there's so many good receivers.
So many.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. Like these guys are putting up crazy numbers alongside each other.
But why do you think that is though? Is it because the NFL changed the rules and now you can't even touch them? You can't even do much?
Yeah.
And it's a new NFL. I remember back in the day,
high-scoring games are more fun to watch. But it's funny how you see that, and then once you get into the playoffs, it becomes like a slower slugfest.
Yeah, it becomes like
the pace
more tight,
of the game slows down. So like they know what their brand is, right? Because ultimately, all sports organizations, when you look up their like organizational docs, they're all entertainment companies, right?
Yeah.
So there's ways that they manipulate for the value of entertainment.
Yeah.
So, when you see like a certain officiating that they let go in the regular season, that they don't let go in the playoffs, there's a pace that they control.
Yeah. Because I remember back in the day, remember John Lynch?
Yes.
Who else was out there? Who else was just killing folks? I mean, even Troy Polamalu at the time.
Roy Williams.
Roy Williams. Roy Williams.
The horse collar tackle. He was reaching in people's shoulder pads and yanking them down. He was destroying people's careers.
Yeah. I mean, who hits the hardest? Who was the hardest hitter back then? I know John Lynch was definitely one of them. Who was the hardest hitter back then?
I mean, a lot of people say
Ray Lewis is up there.
A lot of people say Brian Dawkins.
They
said you had to
take your soul.
They said you had to look out for him on every play.
Yeah, he would take your soul. Yeah. If you do that slant, you're done.
I mean, as far as like dirty hitters, Vontaze Burfict, maybe. I mean,
he destroyed AB. Look at AB now, man.
CT ESPN. AB. See, his Twitter's so funny though.
He's the one.
I met him hilariously.
Go ahead, story time.
I was at the Bitcoin conference last year in Abu Dhabi.
Jeez, and you travel over here, man.
Yeah, I go all over the world.
Where haven't you been, bro?
I haven't been to Colombia.
Whoa! We don't talk about Colombia. Then. It's a family show. I'm saying the food is good.
I'm standing in the middle of like the conference, and AB comes walking through, and I'm like, "Yo, AB." And he sees me and he's like, he stops everybody where they're walking. He's like, yo, hold on. And he comes and walks over and daps me up like we know each other.
Yo.
And I was like, yo, let me get cracker of the day. And he was like, my guy.
Wait, did he think you were somebody else?
No.
You look like a famous dude from you look like, you got that famous look, bro.
Man, I think he was just like, oh, he's a fan. So like, it's like.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm, of course, in a sea of like.
You stood out?
Yeah. Yes.
You stood out.
Trust me, I stood out.
He's like, who's that?
They're like,
we got to pay him homage.
Yeah.
Make him comfortable now.
I was like, AB. I was like, let me get cracker of the day. And he starts laughing. He's
That's
like, my
funny.
guy. And like daps it, like gives me a hug. I was like, yo, that was the coolest moment of my life.
I feel like if he stayed healthy, he could have probably been the best of all time.
I mean, he
like when we talk about unguardable wide receivers, there was nobody that
his route running was insane. His footwork was insane. His speed. Yeah, he was very, very talented. And unfortunately, he was his own worst enemy as well. But I mean, he seems to be doing all right. I love his.
I heard he's actually
his ex is my favorite follow. Like he's hilarious.
Wait, his ex?
The Twitter account. What do they call it? X?
I think meant his ex, like his ex.
No. His
like,
Twitter. His Twitter.
I'm like, how good was that hug? How good was that dap? You know
formerly Twitter X. Okay. His X account is hilarious. I every day I see something, I just die laughing. I send it to somebody else.
I actually wish he just keeps making music, man, because he had that song coming out. Everybody was doing the dance.
Nah, like Jello Ball.
What's the song? Tweaker. He's famous, bro. Swerve. Yeah. Honestly, speaking of that, who's the greatest transition from sports to music of all time, in your opinion? There's been a few.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. No, what? No, I mean, Shaq is up there.
Shaq's up there.
Kobe had a stint.
Kobe had a song. Dion had a song. Must Be the Money. Come on.
Yeah, Must Be the Money. Who else?
I'm trying to think.
Allen Iverson had it.
Yeah.
Nobody listened to it, but Allen.
No, Iverson had it. I
feel like Odell's the Iverson of football, or Michael Vick. Who do you think?
Michael Vick.
Because he got in trouble a lot.
I think he's probably still to this day the first ever guy to sign multiple $200 million contracts.
Sick.
He got out of jail and the Eagles gave him that contract.
Oh yeah, they gave him $100 million?
Yeah. I think it was 200.
Sick.
And then Atlanta gave him over $100 million too.
Yeah. I remember, man, Vic in his heyday.
Man, I watched highlights of Vic literally yesterday.
Bro, his cannon, the arm that he had made no sense. A flick of the wrist and it's going 65, 70 yards.
I watched Falcon Vic highlights yesterday. It just like, I was scrolling on Instagram and it just popped up and I was like, I watched the whole thing. I was like, man, Michael Vick was good. And he's left-handed.
Yeah,
love lefties.
So then they say, hey, Lamar Jackson, he's the best runner quarterback of all time.
Well, I mean, he has the most yards.
Okay, but if you had to
he's not the best thrower, though.
Is Lamar in his prime right now, you think?
I think he's entering his prime.
Okay, so you have a team. You're developing a new team.
Yeah.
You have two options. Michael Vick in his prime or Lamar Jackson. Who are you going to be picking?
I'm going lefty. I'm going Michael Vick.
Why is it that the lefty's so hard to like predict? Like, what is it about left-handed players?
It wasn't as common, right? There wasn't as many left-handed. There's more left-handed quarterbacks coming in than there was in years past. It's just like, you don't see it that much. And then when you see it, like, especially the way Michael Vick could spin the ball, oh my God.
Yo.
Some of those throws, you're just like, he steps out of the way, steps up, and just delivers like 70 yards in the air. And you're like, tight. They would say, so like Deshaun Jackson was saying, before he's coming out of his break. Talk about
Deshaun Jackson, man, because I want to relive that game as a Giant fan.
He was saying before he came out of his breaks, he could hear the ball coming from Mike Vick. Like, that's crazy.
I've heard, back in my heyday, back in 2006, I used to play football. My quarterback, he had that magic touch too.
Yeah.
When they threw that ball, you hear that. So I can relate. None of that guy was any good though.
Arm talent. Gotta love arm talent.
So you watch UFC?
Yeah.
Are you a UFC fan?
Big UFC fan.
Are you getting pumped for the upcoming fights at the White House?
I want to see what the card looks like, but yeah, I think so. I think it's interesting. I mean, I don't know the logistics of it, how they're gonna like have fans there.
I think they're gonna have. That's actually a good point.
So during COVID, I didn't like the UFC events that were like no fans. And even when they started to go like in Riyadh, where they like had like the boxes and all like the rich sheiks were like watching from like their booths. Like the crowd noise really complements sporting events, right?
But they use fake noise though.
I don't think on the White House lawn. I don't know how much they're going to be able to do. And it's going to be like security wise. It's like,
it's risky. It's very risky.
I'm very interested to see how they pull it off.
It's very
and I know like if anybody can do it, like Dana White could do it, like the show at the Sphere last year, like that was like incredible. Like
I feel like, you know what? They are building a ballroom in the White House. I follow a little politics.
I think it's going to be on the lawn. They said outdoors.
That's impossible.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know.
You can have people just walk up and do some crazy shit.
Listen, I know that if they do if they do it the right way, I want John Jones and Aspinall. I want Conor fighting somebody.
I feel like this Conor reach, man.
Listen,
you think he still got it?
No. He watches videos, man.
My man is drinking and partying like it's,
He's got his hands all over some white stuff.
Oh,
Colombian China, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
the fine China.
Oh man, he's too rich to. I feel like who had that famous line? It's hard.
Holyfield.
It's hard to get out of bed when you're sleeping in satin sheets.
It was Holyfield. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't think McGregor, I don't know, man. He wants to stay famous, but I don't think he got it anymore. Chandler would destroy
He was just trying to run for president of Ireland.
I heard that.
He had to withdraw.
I heard that.
He's also got, I'm pretty sure, found legally liable for rape. So
Jesus
I don't know
Christ,
if he was convicted.
Lord.
I don't know if he was convicted, but like legally liable. So like.
Yeah, I would have to drop out too if I was him.
Yeah. Listen, that guy is a wild man.
Yeah. I mean, I did like his documentary.
Yeah.
When he came from nothing, his girlfriend supported him, all that good stuff. She was paying all the bills and he was just doing the fights.
She still supports him when he goes out and
I know.
Gets caught cheating all the time.
You gotta find a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah, for sure.
So you think so you don't think he still got it. So you think you got Chandler?
I still want to see it though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see Chandler. Maybe the Nate Diaz trilogy.
But wait a minute.
Maybe you put him up against not
Cowboy. Not fighters like Cowboy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to see
He's gonna want like an Islam or like a Taporia fight. That's what he's gonna want.
If he fights Islam, that would be the quickest fight of all time.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna wrestle.
Islam will. I don't know if they're gonna wrestle.
Maybe I'd like to see Nate Diaz 3.
Nate Diaz.
I mean Nate Diaz
that would be a popular fight.
Yeah,
everybody loves Nate Diaz.
They're 1-1, so like.
Funny story. When I went to UFC against it was what's his name? Adesanya versus what's his name? Yeah. Nate Diaz was there.
Oh yeah.
And he is super famous.
Yeah.
And of course he does what Nate Diaz does. He goes into the crowd and starts a fight with a random stranger.
Well, it was Dillon Danis. It wasn't a random stranger.
Oh, that was what happened?
The ultimate MMA internet troll.
I didn't even know.
Dillon Danis. Yeah, they were on 37th Street, right outside MSG, trying to fight each other with a huge crowd around them. And it's like, you're both famous. Like, cops are like, guys, come on. And they're like...
See, that's what we need, though.
Yeah.
That's called...
That's like some WWE stuff.
Yeah, WWE, they do that. You know why? Because that's the charisma of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know, why am I paying for this fight? That will bring me into the game.
I get it. I like it better when the fighters don't like each other. I think that makes more sense.
But they always like each other, man. They always hug at the end.
There's guys that they gain respect from each other probably from fighting, but like there's guys that absolutely hate each other. Like Dustin and Connor don't like each other, especially after the last fight.
There's still respect though.
I don't know though.
They always hug. Connor was gonna give money to Dustin for
that was the
charity.
second fight. Or that was the third fight. That was the second fight. That was the second fight.
Yeah,
they were like buddy, and then he lost. And then he was like, no. Then in the last fight, when he broke his leg, he came in and he was saying, your wife's in my DMs.
Oh,
He's on the ground. His leg is in half. And he's screaming, your wife's in my DMs.
Jesus.
Like, if that was me,
Damn.
I'm Dustin Poirier. Like, it's on site. You can talk about my wife. It's on site.
Damn, what's his girlfriend thinking about?
I don't know.
So what about John Jones? You think
I love John Jones.
The Aspinall fight, that's what you want to see?
Yes.
We don't want to see what's his name that is now boxing and nobody talks about no more. Ngannou. Why not? That's what I want to see.
Dana White said that he is out of the Ngannou business and he will never work with him again.
That's so crazy. Why would you even do that to yourself?
I mean, Anthony Joshua flatlined him.
Yeah, but that's boxing though. He came back in UFC and destroyed the person that he fought.
He can't wrestle. Who did he destroy?
I forget who he destroyed, but he destroyed them.
He knocked out Stipe to win the belt.
He doesn't have to wrestle, my man.
Yes, he does.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
Not everybody wrestles in the UFC.
John Jones wrestles in the UFC.
Okay, that's great. John Jones can do all that, but how you going to wrestle?
He choked out Cyril Gahn in like 20 seconds. Fixed? It wasn't fixed. He choked him out.
Fixed. You know, the UFC has to make money, my man.
My guy, he choked him out.
UFC has to.
You saw the choke?
UFC takes a playbook of the WWE from time to time, because if your prime prize fighter loses to a nobody,
Cyril Gahn was the interim champion.
Nobody compared to John Jones. Okay, compared to John Jones, if he loses that fight, UFC is not going to have the ratings that they have if they want to showcase John Jones.
John Jones showed exactly why in MMA you have to be good at everything. Because what he did was he goes, this guy is a world-renowned striker. Instead of me standing and exchanging with him, I'm going to drag him into the deep waters, and then I'm going to make his neck an L. And that's exactly what he did. And he literally, everybody's like, I don't think it was, I don't know, why did he tap? I don't see the choke. And then you go in slow-mo and see it. And he wrenched his head off.
Jeez. He's strong, though. People say he's stronger than he looks.
Yeah.
I mean,
they say he don't punch hard, but like he doesn't need to. But like elbows, kicks. I mean, if you look at like who's the best well-rounded fighter in MMA, it's John Jones.
Not GSP?
No. GSP was lay on top of you for 5 minutes every round. He wasn't, I mean, yeah. GSP was, he just control. He control. Same with Khabib. Khabib was control.
Khabib could, he could throw a punch, though.
He could throw a punch, but
he laid down McGregor.
Yes.
If he wanted to,
he hurt Conor McGregor. He hurt him.
Okay.
But much of his career was control.
So side by side, John Jones, Khabib, who's the greatest of all time?
John Jones.
Not even, no thought to it.
John Jones out partying, doing that fine white china, coming in, beating Daniel Cormier to a pulp. Like these are, you know what I mean? Like he is out of the cage, is a liability to himself, but like in the cage is an absolutely terrifying human being.
He is. You know what? I knew he was a terrifying person when he said like, the reason why he parties like that is because if he loses, he can say, "Oh, well,
you make an excuse for
partying."
Yeah.
That just tells you that this guy is psychotic. Like the way he thinks, you know.
You have to be in that business, right?
Seriously, yeah.
To be okay with like
taking a punch,
getting punched in the face
with those type of gloves.
Yeah.
This is not boxing.
So even with boxing, you have to be okay to say, "I'm gonna get into a hand-to-hand combat with another grown man."
Yeah, and
I'm okay with whatever happens next. Like it's a rare breed. Like it's not. People aren't, especially today, people aren't built for that. You know, like the days of like, you know, the Mike Tyson, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Like words, people, especially now, people say whatever they want over the internet. Yeah. And there's never any repercussions. No repercussions,
right?
People used to, you have to see me. There used to be, I catch that fade. That used to be a common thing. It's not anymore.
I mean, back in the day when Tyson was around, he came around, you didn't talk. What was his name? It was a drug dealer that Tyson had beef with.
And he was in green, right?
Yeah. Something green. Yeah. Drug dealer.
Yeah. See, with that, he was buying a fur coat or something. The guy pulled up on him. He beat him up. Then he beat him up in the ring.
He almost made him blind or something.
He beat him up. He beat him up outside the arena.
Beat him up in the
He
arena.
beat him up at the place. He beat him up in the ring, and the guy kept coming. He was like, "This guy's on crack." He's like on crack. He was like, "I think he's on crack." He keeps coming.
Yeah. Pause. Pause. So on that note,
big time pause.
On that note of boxing,
did
you watch the previous fight?
Absolutely,
Crawford and Canelo?
I did.
So
I called that fight too.
So you were a big Crawford fan.
I'm a big Crawford fan.
Well, why Crawford? Why? What makes Crawford so special?
So here's the thing. So like his whole career has always been like this, right? There's been plenty of times where like a guy is like up on the cards, right? Because very much boxing is like you're up on the cards, like don't risk it. Because you know at any given time, like a single punch could change the fight. So they take their foot off the gas. Yeah. Crawford does not do that. Crawford has a mean streak in him. So like if he really doesn't like the guy and he hurts him, he's like he puts the pedal to the floor and he finishes him. Like that Spence fight, like he beat him so badly. Oh, I love when he said, "Oh, I felt Spence's punch," and it was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a long night for Spence." And I'm pretty sure he did the same thing for Canelo. He goes, "That's the punch that everybody's been talking about." The thing is like he came into that fight because he jumped 2 weight classes. Or like, is he gonna be able to deal with the size? Sick. But like he's taller. Yeah. He had 4 inches of reach on him, and he came in at the same weight. He rehydrated. Canelo rehydrated quite crazy. Yeah, because he was probably like 20 pounds heavier. But like. Canelo, I've never really been that impressed with Canelo. No. I still give him respect because my man. I think he's like a bully fighter. He's always been like a bully fighter. He fought Triple G, bro. Yeah, but he bullied him. And Triple G is not no soft puncher. No, but he fought Austin Trout. He fought Jacob, and Jacob is no scrub. Yeah. I think Crawford just technically is on another level, and like he enjoys punishment. So when he's like punishing that guy, he's like, you could see like the smirk on his face. He's like, I got him. And like, as you saw the end of the round, I remember it wasn't Errol Spence. It was the fight before that. He was in the corner and he's like, how we looking? And he's like, I think you're down. He goes, I'm down. All right, watch this. And he goes over and the next round and just buries the guy. And you're like, oh, okay. Like
so he plays around with his fight until the very end.
Yeah, I think it's always
very plausible.
And I think he's very technical. He's very smart. He also like, he's like a student of like combat, right? He watches UFC. He wrestled in high school. He's like very well-rounded. So his wrestling, he has good balance.
He's very
his
strong.
Footwork is very strong.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mind standing in the pocket exchanging. So like, I like Crawford. I was been a big Bud Crawford fan.
So do you consider Crawford to be one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT? Or I guess the GOAT of this generation?
Mike Tyson's the GOAT.
Nah, come on, bro.
Mike Tyson didn't go to jail, man.
Mike Tyson got beat by Buster Douglas, my man.
Yeah, after what? After Customato died, and he wasn't training and he was partying. Listen,
there's no excuses, man. The GOAT means you win no matter what. I don't want to hear the excuses.
If Customato didn't die and he stayed, whatever hypnosis he had on him, and when Mike Tyson was storming the gates in a towel and no socks, that Mike Tyson is never getting beat by anybody.
But that's like saying anybody, like if this person stayed healthy or this person didn't, do drugs or the ifs.
So then you got to go to then Mayweather. Mayweather never took any damage his whole career.
Yeah,
he was very smart. He caught Canelo early.
He did lose a tooth to Maidana. That's the only damage he actually had.
Well, Zab Judah is the only one that really hurt him.
Nah, it was Sugar. What's his name?
Shane Mosley. I mean,
Mosley hurt him.
I don't think
that
he was really
that
hurt.
was like whoa.
I don't think he was really hurt in that one though. But
he almost got knocked down.
Mayweather did it. He took the least amount of damage. His defense is undeniable. His ability to not get hit. His IQ to change game plans in the middle of fights, to implement what his corner's telling him to implement. Like, he has a real cerebral mind for somebody that gets made fun of all the time for like not being smart. He like really has like a very cerebral mind, especially in the game of boxing. And like no one's been able to like duplicate a lot of people have trained with him. They want to try to do it, but they can't do it the way he does it.
Yeah.
And like, look, he's still making money. People are still paying millions of dollars to watch him beat up, nobodies. And like,
well, he's going to fight Mike Tyson apparently.
I don't want to see that.
I don't want to.
I don't want to see.
I'm tuning in.
I'm going to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to be a fan of that. Trust me, I didn't want to watch Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. And it happened. It played out exactly how I thought it was going to play out, with Mike Tyson holding back.
He held back.
Not.
I was hoping you said that.
The glove biting thing was not. Yes, he does that every once in a while in his fights, but he did it the entire fight because he was literally holding himself back from killing this man.
He's like, I want to kill this man.
Yeah. There was an open shot where he was coming out with the overhand where he would have let his lights would have been out. And he just didn't throw it. And you're like, also the man was like almost died. Was it like a few months prior to that? There was like a lot of things going on. I don't want to see Mike Tyson get beat up.
But the thing is, Mike Tyson has real beef with Mayweather. So you're gonna get a guy who's not.
What's the beef? What's the beef?
They don't like each other.
Oh, because of the GOAT conversation. That's the only reason they don't like each other.
Well, he doesn't like Mayweather because he doesn't like his style or whatever it is, but he just doesn't like Mayweather. He thinks he's too pompous or whatever. So
yeah, well, what weight are they gonna fight at?
That's a great question.
Mayweather probably walks around at like 150 pounds.
Like 150
he's small
for sure. Yeah, 150, 165.
Tyson walks around at 200.
I feel like Tyson can get down though.
I don't think so.
He's remember, this is vegan. He's go
old.
Vegan
He's old. He's in his 50s.
Doesn't matter, man. It's mechanics. It's muscle memory.
Bro, if you gave me a year, I couldn't get down to 150 pounds. I haven't been under
since high school.
Let's see. No, I was 170 pounds as a freshman in high school. You just
need to be motivated.
Can't be 150 pounds.
You gotta be motivated.
They would have to fight at like 180, and I don't think Floyd Mayweather, at however tall he is, 5'7", 5'6", 5'8", whatever they list him
they would
at.
have to be,
The catch weight would have to be crazy.
And with no hydration clause.
A rehydration?
Yeah.
Mike Tyson coming at 218? Oh my God.
Yeah, death. Bring the ambulance.
You know what? I will watch that.
Okay.
I will absolutely watch that.
Honestly.
No rehydration clause. Mike Tyson comes back at 218. Floyd Mayweather at 160. And he's probably not going to hit Floyd very often. And Floyd's probably going to, punch him a lot and dodge a lot. But if Mike Tyson catches him just one magical time, I'd be okay with it.
I'll be honest. I don't underestimate Mayweather's chin. He has one of the greatest chins of all time.
I don't think he's ever been hit that hard. You're talking about Mike Tyson.
He did fight, what's his name? Is it Castillo. He fought somebody that actually got him when he was younger, but it wasn't too much of a damage. I think it was Castillo.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, no. Puerto Rican. What's his name?
Oh,
right there.
Yeah, what's his name?
Damn. But you know what I'm talking
The
about.
bald guy.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know.
That was the hardest puncher.
I know exactly. Yeah. But like, he doesn't punch as hard as Mike Tyson.
Nobody punches Mike. Nobody.
Deontay Wilder, maybe.
He's trash.
He is, but he's got that magic.
He's not even a boxer.
He's got that magic in his hand, though. All he needs is that one.
Well, wait. Let me preface this.
Yeah.
Because as a fighter, I can just say he's trash. Like, it takes guts to get in that ring. But based on what I've seen, this guy does not belong in the boxing ring anymore.
Well, like, unlike most boxers, he started very late. Yeah. He had like 2 years of boxing experience, went to the Olympics and won a bronze medal.
Oh, he actually won? Oh, that's why they call him the bronze? Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even...
Like, and he had only been training for a few years prior to that. Because he just didn't have like a million amateur fights and like...
He's like 6'7", something like that, right?
6'8" or something,
Jesus Christ.
And like, but just has that gift of... That's what he calls it, gift of God in that hand.
Oh, yeah, he humbles people.
You see the lights turn out on some of those, like... what's his name? Dominic Brazil, that fight.
Oh, yeah.
Out. Lights out. The other one, the old Cuban guy that he fought multiple times.
That was a good fight, though.
Oh, my God. That guy, his lights went out and he was gone.
I actually met him in the airport. He's not as big as you think he is, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he looks like he's like 6'1". He's not as big as you think. And I was the only one who actually noticed him in the airport, which is kind of interesting. You watch basketball, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, because I heard recently, right? T-Mac was like, if you gave me Shaq, there's no doubt in my mind I would have won rings, similar to how Kobe won rings. And a lot of people thought that was a little shot to Kobe, thinking like, hey, the only reason why you won was because of the big Diesel.
Him. He won without him. He proved it. He won.
He won with Gasol.
And Bynum.
But Gasol was also a guy who led his own team.
He wasn't Shaq.
I'll be honest, Gasol probably should have won the MVP of the first ring.
He wasn't Shaq. Gasol at no point in his career was Shaq.
I mean, Gasol, no, he wasn't Shaq, but he was definitely dominant.
I think it goes back to like the conversation. You have to have complementary pieces to win championships.
True. But is that a true statement though? Would T-Mac have won rings with Shaq?
No. I don't like T-Mac. T-Mac gave my Knicks absolutely nothing.
Yeah, at the very end of his career.
He gave us no, I don't care.
That was like 2006?
James Dolan paid him good money and he gave us nothing.
I remember that.
He gave us nothing.
Excited.
He had nothing left.
Yeah, we were all excited.
You know what? That was honestly, as I'm a huge Knicks fan, those are my favorite, like the washed up Knicks teams like this. It was like the Knicks tape team. I like that team. That gruesome injury of Baron Davis when dislocated his knee in the playoffs. Oh my God.
People underrate Baron Davis, man. His handles
was so good.
In New Orleans, people forget about Baron Davis.
Golden State. That Golden State team.
Yeah. With Jack?
Yeah. Jason Richardson.
Yeah.
So I love the Knicks. I love the Knicks so much. But T-Mac, no. I don't think so. I don't think T-Mac, he averaged 30, right? Or he was averaging 30.
He was leading the NBA in scoring.
Yeah, but his teams weren't winning.
Well, the reason why I say he was is because we saw Dwayne Wade do it.
Do what?
Win a championship with Shaq.
Yeah, but Dwayne Wade's game was very different than T-Mac's.
Bro, Dwayne Wade.
He wasn't averaging 30.
T-Mac was the MVP, I believe. Right?
Of what?
Wasn't he the MVP of the league at the time?
That year?
Yeah.
What, 06?
When he was, no, not 06. 06, he was basically almost done.
06 is when the Heat won, didn't it? Wasn't it?
No, but I'm talking about T-Mac in his heyday.
In his prime?
In his prime.
What, Orlando T-Mac?
You're saying T-Mac could not have won a chip with Shaq.
At that time, when Shaq was averaging 35 a game, and you had to have 3 7-footers on the bench just for fouls, yes. Okay. With T-Mac, they could absolutely win a championship without question.
Okay.
Because it's Shaq. But Shaq is the reason why.
So why is it that Shaq is not considered top 5 of all time? Why is that? If Kobe can win with Shaq, Dwayne Wade can win with Shaq. Shaq is the Batman and everybody else is Robin. Why is he not considered top 5?
Because I think Shaq was the most dominant player to ever play in the NBA during his prime.
Okay. So we say
I don't think that, and also he didn't do himself any favors with his
free throws.
with not just his free throws, but the end of his career, he was like basically going on every team and like not in shape, not playing well, and he was just like basically like,
Why did
Boston Celtics, Shaq.
we don't consider those years.
But
We don't
listen,
count
if
those
you
years.
and you think about like some of the people that like remember like LeBron's the best, but what they remember of Jordan is like one knee Wizards Jordan still giving everybody 20. You know what I mean? Like
I like that. I know you. I like the fact that you know your stats.
Yeah.
Man. He still averaged 20 points per game.
yeah, and he had
And that,
he had
back
one
then,
knee.
that was like 25 points per game.
Yeah, he had
That's
one
easy.
knee. He had one knee, and he was still giving people work. But like, I just think that Shaq didn't do himself any favors at the end. At the end, he probably should have hung him up, trying to chase it one more ring to tie Kobe.
They beat Jordan.
He was on that
though.
Cleveland team.
They beat Jordan though.
When?
Orlando beat Jordan though. Shaq's team beat Jordan though
So
in the playoffs.
That's the 45. That's the 45 Jordan.
It's the same Jordan, man.
It's not the same Jordan.
It's the same
He was
Jordan.
gone for 2 years.
A man was still scaring people. He went
My
to 23.
man. Yeah, because not Horace Grant. Somebody on the Magic said 45 8-23, and the next night comes in 23 and drop 45.
What's his name? The tall guy with the glasses, spot shooter.
Horace Grant,
No, it wasn't Horace Grant. The other guy, bald
spot
guy.
shooter. It might have been one of the Harpers. I don't know.
No.
But here's the other thing. How many people gave Jordan crazy work? How many people gave Jordan 40?
A lot of people, man.
I don't think so.
A lot of people.
9-time first team all defense. I don't think anybody gave
No namers gave him 40. What's his name?
We gotta look up these stats.
He was on a podcast recently. It was a white boy. I forget his name, but he gave him 40. And the kid from the Nets too. What's his name? That died.
Petrovic.
Petrovic. Gave him work.
Well, Petrovic gave everybody work.
Yeah, he's a bad boy.
I
He's a
listened.
bad boy.
I listened to Reggie Miller and
I love Reggie Miller, man.
yeah, and Vernon Maxwell talking about it. Mad Max. He's really funny actually.
He's hilarious.
They just reinstated him as the all-time leading scorer at University of Florida.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's good for him. But they just talked about how hard Petrovic was the scorer, but his career obviously ended early when he passed away.
See, this is what I'm saying though. People just want to dismiss all that
but I don't
stuff.
I don't think it's like Jordan had 60 and the guy on the other team had 50. I don't think that ever was the case.
All I'm saying
I
is,
think he played defense.
all I'm saying is
And I think that's where like why people don't say Kobe is the GOAT, because like Kobe wasn't a good defender.
Stop.
He played defense when he wanted to play defense.
That's true false, man.
That's it. What do you mean? Gilbert Arenas gave him
Do you know who taught Kobe how to play defense?
Gilbert Arenas gave him 50.
Do you know who taught
Michael Jordan?
Do you know
Michael Jordan?
No, Gary Payton, the glove. Taught him all the tricks on how to play defense.
You know how many times people tell stories about Gary Payton the glove turning into the mitten? Seriously.
No, but come on, man. He's one
Do you
of the
remember
top
the last
defensive players
dance?
of
Remember
all
the last
time,
dance
though.
where he was like, I knew if I just put a hand on him, would have and Michael Jordan's laughing. He's like,
He's like, make him tired.
He's like, I had no problem with Gary Payton.
The glove.
Yeah.
The glove.
That was amazing. The last dance was amazing too.
That's best.
But forever Jordan. And I like LeBron's career. I think LeBron is obviously generationally the best for this generation. But I can't give him the GOAT.
I don't know, man. I guess when it's all said and done, we'll all be proud that LeBron James picked up the basketball and showed us what he did. Because where would the NBA be without LeBron today? Where?
I mean, I like the fact that all of this like off-court business is being done. And it's like really, because if you watch like, the 30 for 30 broke, like all these guys didn't do anything outside of
The game.
outside of basketball, and they retire from basketball and they're buying car dealerships and car washes and strip clubs and bars and restaurants, and like their friend knows a hustle and like they're all like going broke. Like now there's like a lot more like knowledge, and there's a lot more like influence outside the game with like making sure that these guys are like building their platforms or like building their portfolios, and like I appreciate that, and I think LeBron has been at like the forefront of that, because like he's very knowledgeable and he's always been about his business outside of basketball. And like, that's how he's built the empire that he has. And like, between like his production company and all the other things that he has going on, like, I compliment so much compliments, because you hate to see, your heroes, end up like, like Delonte West.
Oof.
R.I.P.
Yeah. I think they saw him yesterday at a car wash, just doing some dance.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you turned key and said LeBron's the GOAT, based on what you just said. So with that being said,
The business goat.
with that being said, shout out so Dickie Braggs. I know you got your own podcast. What's your podcast?
Dickie_Braggs on Instagram. Don't Be Sorry, Be Better podcast. DBSBB on everything. Dickie Braggs about sports. Fox Sports Radio. What's going on sports? The Ryan Show. You'll find me around. I'm around.
Hey,
if you look hard enough, you'll find me.
Hey, hopefully one day we do some FS1 and go back to back and see what I got at the radio show. What do you think?
We're gonna get you on for sure.
Hey,
I appreciate you guys having me. I love it here. It's great.
Hey guys, we love your time. Continue to follow us, subscribe. As I said, we grow, you grow. We love you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Guys, stay safe. We'll see you next time. Peace.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up!